Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. Of course, this is the Fool's Show, and I am Foolish Phil. It's Saturday morning. Friday night I had work to do, so I'm back here on Saturday morning to give my picks for the weekend. So, just starting off through the Big Ten, I do think Michigan beats Penn State. I'm thinking 31-14, 28-10, something in that range. Penn State's got a good offense, but coming off a bye week, I think Michigan's defense will be well rested. Heard rumors that Gary's going to be back. I'm pretty positive that Black's coming back today. So hopefully they can come back and be effective. I would expect Gary not to start, but play a little bit here and there, and especially on third downs and like passing situations. So hopefully that works. Ohio State over Nebraska. Ohio State had a bye week too. They'll be fine. They'll destroy Nebraska. Wisconsin over Rutgers is kind of basically like another bye week. Michigan gets to have that next week, in theory. So hopefully get that win. Maryland over MSU. This is a tougher one, because we had the whole fiasco where Maryland was returning DJ Durkin, then they fired him the next day after public dismay, backlash for it. So it's like, I'm thinking the Maryland team is going to kind of rally, just kind of like how they rallied when they had their first home game and beat Texas, who was like in the top 10 till they lost last week to Oklahoma State. So I think Maryland uses this as a rallying point, that they finally kind of close that chapter. I could be totally wrong, and Michigan State will destroy them, because Michigan State has a really good defense. So it's kind of a toss-up. I think on the road, Maryland win. At home, Maryland wins this over Michigan State. Minnesota over Illinois. I was way wrong about Minnesota last week. I thought Indiana was going to go in there and beat them. Nope. It was a tight game. Minnesota almost blew it, but they didn't. So I'm taking Minnesota over Illinois. And the night game, I'll take Notre Dame over Northwestern. It might be close. Northwestern's all right, but they just don't have enough offensive weapons to stay with Notre Dame. We'll see if that happens. Other big games. Georgia over Kentucky. In Kentucky, maybe they were looking ahead to this game, or maybe it was a show what they really are when they had to win last week on a last-second play versus Missouri. So I think Georgia wins this game. Of course, Georgia hasn't really beaten anyone this year either. So we'll see. But I'm taking Georgia. I'm taking Texas over West Virginia. And Alabama over LSU. NFL games. Go with Minnesota over Detroit. I think Detroit, the players kind of are going to play that way, that the season's over, that they're folding their camps just after trading Golden Tate. It's also at Minnesota, which is a very hard place for Detroit to win historically. Next, Chicago over Buffalo. Who's going to be the quarterback this week? It's probably Derek Anderson for Buffalo, and they're coming off a short week where they lost to New England on Monday, so I'm taking Chicago. Speaking of New England, I'm taking them to beat Green Bay. I still just think the offense of Belichick versus Aaron Rodgers, I'll take Belichick. And the Monday night game, this is a toss-up. They're both not great, but I guess I'll just go with Dallas over the Tennessee Titans. I don't know. I guess maybe because Zeke Elliott might run. I don't know. It's hard to pick a game there. Then they certainly enjoyed a snoozer of a game on Thursday Night Football, Oakland and San Francisco. And you can kind of see why making these ahead of schedule games kind of hurts, is you have like really dud games in prime time, and it's kind of disappointing. But that's the way it's supposed to be now. The NFL has everyone plays a Thursday night game, I think, so you're going to get junk. Just like that Oakland San Francisco would be the 1 o'clock game on Fox or CBS, whatever, but instead it's prime time. Like, what a joke. But that's just how the schedule works, and they share all the revenue. So I think these picks are okay. I forgot to do my figuring out. It's like 6 in the morning. I did horrible on my picks last week. I'll tabulate them and add them into this week's. They were just terrible. I think I got like one Big Ten game right. Oh, it was just not good. So we'll have a bounce back this week. What game are you looking forward to the most? And who do you think is going to win? Alabama, LSU, Michigan, Penn State, Georgia, Kentucky, big games like that. Who do you think is going to win? let me know in the comments below. And subscribe, thumbs up, thanks, appreciate it. As always, thanks for watching, and go Blue!